Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
On the ready. Ready.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Rookie to rookie on.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. The Falcons at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate. It shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Opposite. Green. Zoom black.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Ready.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Set.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
And our team. Hey, kill.
They go play action with Brissett. They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, on the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield, fellas.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think the Browns got it. They did. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
So I want to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
97.
2nd and 6. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Just a gain of a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Field, black. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in this state at Georgia. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run again with Hunt. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. There's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 4th and goal. So stuff for no gain, and 2nd down brings up a pretty
back some leather and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Down.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception in the ballgame, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner.
Ready?
One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've got confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
17.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Black Ultra. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Watson's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. He'll look to throw. Looking for London on the out route, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Red, yellow. Ready.
Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Out of the end zone, here comes Hightower. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, right back to Hunt. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about it's Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Where's the tag?
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Hawkins is there to bring him down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, he'll take that every single time.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
York able to send this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
Patterson running between the tackles. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
560.
They'll drop to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. That slices the lead down to 17-10. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Hightower not going to attempt a run back, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. To throw is Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Brought down at the 20. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. 2nd and 14. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Watson on 1st down. That's caught. It's James Washington. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. James Washington, 32 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's good. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen. And if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because